Hi everyone, I'm sorry to be doing this so late at night. I think most people will see this in the morning, but I had to do an update on our dog Mary. She did not make it last night, and it's been a really hard past few days as she got sick. She ended up getting hospitalized yesterday, and she declined so rapidly. It turned out she had acute kidney failure, and she had a seizure last night, and our vet didn't think she'd make it through the night. So we did a humane euthanasia last night. I do want to show you the last video, the video that I took yesterday. I took a bunch of video of her yesterday, and I wanted to share it with you so you all can have some closure as well. And Mary actually had adopters waiting for her. They were going to adopt her today. It was in the works for a while because they had to get a plane ticket to travel here. So it's been in the works. So I called them yesterday and told them what was going on, and that I called them before we euthanized Mary. And they were very sad. They felt like they knew her. They already had a name for her. They named her Moo, M-U-M-U. And they asked for her ashes. So we're going to get a private cremation. And then they called me a few hours ago and told me that they've discussed it, and they, in Mary's honor, they would like to adopt her friend. Her little doggy friend's name is Bonnie, and Bonnie is also from the puppy mill rescues that we took in, and Bonnie is also a little bit of an older lady, maybe 10 years old, so they're rescheduling their travel here to adopt Bonnie. But anyway, I wanted to show you, I'm sorry to give you bad news. I wanted to show you Mary's video from yesterday as a tribute to her. And then, happy news. Luigi is getting adopted tomorrow. Luigi. We needed happy news, so this little man, he's got his business suit on. I call it his business suit. It's his belly band. Anyway, Luigi's going to sit here and we're going to watch Mary's video together. And then after Mary's video, I have 2 more videos to show you. The second one is Happier. It's a new shelter dog we rescued yesterday that I want you all to meet. And then the third video is even happier, and it's one of our adopted dogs in her new home having her best life. So this isn't all going to be sad. It's only going to be some sadness, some hope, and some happy. Okay, so I'm going to show you Mary's video from yesterday. Okay. Okay, Mary. The vet's starting you on IV fluids and antibiotics, honey. And you're going to be in the hospital. Okay, honey. They got to deal with your infections. I love you, honey. I love you, sweet girl. I love you.
Tell me, what can I do? I go for a walk, should I stay with you? I'm tired of sitting on my hands, watching what I love will back down. You feel alone. This is so in our home.
So did her blood pressure drop?
So yeah, I was reading a little bit low at one certain point, and then because she was so tachycardic as well, we wanted to try and bring it down. I don't know.
And these are other antibiotics you're adding.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is she getting? What are the antibiotics she's getting?
Some Baytril right now.
Bittersweet. And then I heard metronidazole.
I did get some of that too.
Stepping over eggshells spread all around.
Just having a little trouble with this catheter right now.
So tell me, what can I do? Do I tiptoe around and pick up a broom? Can we sweep up this mess, or did we make a minefield out of our
106 over
dress?
61, mouth is 76.
Do you feel alone in our home? 'Cause I feel alone in our home. I'm not talking if you're not talking, and you're not talking if I'm not talking. I'm not talking if you're not talking, and you're not talking, and I'm not. Do you feel alone in our home? 'Cause I feel alone in our home.
I'm sorry to make everyone sad, but part of rescue is just being transparent about the things that go on and our losses. We share our good times with all of you, and we have to share our losses as well, just so you all feel like you're kept in the loop and to honor Mary's life. I did want to mention that she, on Friday, we had her scheduled to get her tooth. She had one tooth left that was infected, and we had her scheduled to get it extracted on Friday. And when we went to the vet and they rechecked her blood work, because it had been late November since her last blood work was done, so they rechecked her blood work, and the vet was concerned about some red cells, and she felt that there was something going on internal bleeding wise, and she suspected it was an ulcer, a gastric ulcer. So our vet sent us to go see an internist, and on Saturday I took Mary to see an internist who did an abdominal ultrasound, and he looked at everything, and he said nothing looked abnormal in her abdominal area, and he suspected that the blood work may have been a gastric ulcer. And this is, of course, just trying to figure things out. There was nothing obvious going on the ultrasound, so he started her on antacids. And then Sunday morning, she wasn't eating, and she had massive amounts of, you probably saw that in the video, massive amounts of thick yellow discharge coming out of her nostrils. So we rushed her to the hospital, and from Friday to Sunday morning, she had lost 2 pounds, and her kidney levels had spiked really bad, and they had started, and she was also vomiting up brown liquid, and it was coming out of her nostrils at the same time. So the infection from the rotted tooth had probably gone through into her nasal passage, and it was all open. And anyway, all day yesterday, our vet had her on fluids, antibiotics. She had the seizure at around 8 o'clock last night, and then our vet called me and said I should go in. And then you saw that last footage. Once we decided to do the euthanasia, I sat and held Mary and wrapped her up like a big baby, like a little baby in a big comforter. And that was just really hard. But yesterday, at the same time that all this was going on, one of our volunteers went to a shelter in Lancaster and met a Cocker Spaniel that was up there. He's supposed to be 9 to 10, and she got him for us. So I wanted to share you his video because yesterday was not a total loss. There was also a dog rescued that would have been euthanized. So it was a hopeful day. I want you to meet him. His name is Freddie, and I'm going to play the video of his day yesterday. His day started with him in a shelter with no hope, and it ended with him coming to Camp Cocker and getting cleaned up. He smelled so awful, and he had all this matted hair on him, and he's just the best boy. And I want you to meet Freddie now. And I hope you all remember that there's not just sadness, there's good things with our rescue, with all rescue. Okay, I want you to meet Freddie. Okay. What a nice boy! You're pretty nice. You're a pretty nice boy. Yeah. How nice you are. You're a sweet puppy boy. We just made you. What a nice puppy boy. You're so sweet. I love you already. Look at your sweet face. Look at you. Okay, Freddie, I apologize for the worst haircut in the history of the world. I'm sorry, but at least we got all the matted hair off. The matted hair off at least. You're such a good puppy boy. Look at you. Oh, what what a good puppy. You just sat for a treat. What a nice puppy. You're so nice. Freddie, do you feel better now that you got a bath and a haircut? You ride so nicely in the car. You're so calm. You're my kind of dog. I like older, calm doggies like you. Oops. Hi again. Okay, so that's your hopeful part of this video. In addition, remember, Luigi's getting adopted tomorrow. Little Luigi. He's meeting his mama tomorrow. Okay, and then the third part of this live stream I wanted to share with you. I need a happy place on days or times when things get really sad or there's loss. And one of my happy places is our adopted dog, Greta. Greta was rescued last year from a shelter in Pomona, California. She had 2 bulging glaucoma eyes, and she was blind. And she's a little bit of an older lady. We don't really know how old she is, but we got her from the shelter. Once her eyes healed up after her eyes were removed, she turned into just a happy, tail wagging wiggle butt. And whenever I need cheering up, I look at videos of Greta in her new home. They're always sending us videos, and it's just Greta is my happy place, and I wanted to share with all of you my happy place. And Greta just reminds me of the happy endings, the happy beginnings that a lot of our dogs end up with. So anyway, I want to share with you all my happy place, and her name's Greta. Want a treat? Can you guys sit? Good girl, Greta. Greta, are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy, Greta? Good girl. Oh. Good girl. So precious, right? Oh. So we have all these beds, and I had Greta on this front one right here. And we have the couch, but she still decides to come over here and sleep on this little towel instead. Are you ready to go in the snow? You want to go in the snow? You ready to go in the snow? Yeah, you ready to go in the snow? Greta, come here, Baba. Okay, so that was Greta's video that I hope it cheered you up because it's my happy place. when I see how our dogs are doing after they've been adopted. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Luigi's getting adopted tomorrow. Luigi! Yay! And then I'm gonna sign off, but for anyone who didn't see the video of the puppy mill that Mary was rescued from, I'm gonna play it at the end here. It's 7 minutes long, but I think many of you may have already seen it. But if for those of you who wanted to see the puppy mill that Mary came from, I'm gonna play that video, and I just want to thank you all for your support of our rescue group. If you want to donate in honor of Mary, or it'll go to help Freddie, or to go to our vet bills. We have so many vet bills right now. Thank you. You can donate, or I appreciate your support, and I just feel so lucky to have the support of the Camp Cocker Village. So when you watch this video of the puppy mill Mary came from, the thing, I've been thinking about this all day today. What sucks the most is Mary lived in hell for 10 years. I mean, she's at least a 10-year-old dog. Her life was awful for 10 years, and she survived it. She got out of that puppy mill when it got closed down. She got rescued, and she made it to Camp Cocker Rescue, and we had so much hope for her, and it just sucks that she went into acute kidney failure yesterday. It just that's the hardest part, to know that this little dog survived 10 awful years, and she had adopters waiting for her. They were going to meet her today, and her life was cut short. Now, I mean, I think that's the hardest part. I've just been thinking about that all day, that she survived. She survived a puppy mill and then didn't even get the chance to meet her new family. Anyway, okay, go focus on the good things, right? Focus on Freddie. He looks like a sweetheart. Focus on the happy things like Greta. Focus on Luigi getting adopted tomorrow with his little belly pants. And okay, I'm gonna play the puppy mill video now, but I think most of you have seen it. I'm gonna sign off. Have a good night. Thank you everyone. I appreciate you all. I love you. I'm so grateful for your donations and your support, because these dogs that we're saving wouldn't be here without all of you. So thank you. I'm gonna play the puppy mill video now. Okay.
엄마야. 어떡하냐. 어떡해. 이게 다 똥이야. 여기 가서 불은 안 켜져요? 뭐 청소시설을 다 해놨네.